Would you guess that according to Rabbi Ron Dermer, the Chicago Cubs are the most Jewish team in America? And it's not just because Wrigley Field has begun selling kosher hot dogs. The history of the Jews and the history of the Cubs is more similar than you think. While the Jews spent 40 years in the desert escaping Egypt, the Cubs spent 108 years in the MLB without a victory in the World Series. Both of them reached the promised land eventually, and the Cubs have faced far more tragedies than triumphs. Cubs fans have suffered the tragic losses of 69, 84, 03, and 08 when the World Series seemed within reach. And yet the fans never lost hope. Even during the seasons when the Cubs lost over 100 games, Wrigley Field was packed with fans who refused to give up. For over 100 years, fans had faith. Like the Jews, the Cubs and their fans have built a tradition around struggle and redemption. The struggle of these communities has made them stronger, brought them closer together, and given them stories to tell. Now, Theo Epstein, the president of baseball operations for the Cubs, and a Jew, is largely responsible for assembling the team that broke the curse of the Cubs. Coming on in 2011, Epstein was quick to bring pitcher John Lester, closer Aroldis Chapman, and slugger Chris Bryant. So, both the Jews and the Cubs have struggled through their respective histories, yet today they're both thriving. The Jews reached their promised land with the creation of the State of Israel in 1948. The Cubs reached theirs on November 2nd, 2016, when they won the World Series after coming back from a 3-1 deficit. The Cubs fans remained faithful during their exile from the World Series, just like the Jews during their own exile from Egypt. Now let's take a look at one of the Cubs' most dedicated fans, Rich Hardesty.
Baseball season's underway. Well, you better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today. Go, Cubs, go. Go, Cubs, go. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today. Go, Cubs, go. Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
So that's all for this edition of Would You Guess?